Wolek with the Wolek Group at Keller Realty Advantage in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Today I'm here with Howard Doak with Cityscape Home Mortgage, and he's going to talk to us a bit about buying a house. Howard, how are you?
Doing great, doing great.
Good. Well, I just want to ask you some questions. First off, for buyers buying a home, what are some options for first-time home buyers or buyers with limited down payment?
Well, it's actually a really great time to buy a house today because there are three great programs right now for first-time home buyers. There is the Rural Development Loan, there's also, of course, the tried and true VA loan, and there is also bond money. Now, bond money is limited right now, so it may go away, but it is a great program for those that don't have a down payment.
Great. Okay. Well, wonderful. Then I guess another question would be, what advice do you have for buyers right now in this market?
In this market? Well, the number one thing I would tell buyers is to talk to your lender before you do anything.
Okay.
And what I mean by that is that it's hard to go back and recreate things that you do. So for example, if your family member is going to give you a gift for your down payment, it's much simpler if you first talk to your lender. Okay. Because if they talk to me first, I can tell them that they can wire the money to closing and avoid 10 pieces of paper that they will have to provide to me.
Right, yes, I've seen that come up, and that
Absolutely.
kind of adds some frustration.
It does.
Okay,
it does.
So we just want to be proactive
Absolutely.
in all of these things that we do.
Absolutely. If they'll talk to the lender first, tell them what's happening, and then the other thing I would say is to keep everything.
Okay.
If you get a pay stub, keep it. If you get a deposit, keep it.
Right.
Anything to do with your financial history during the loan, keep that document.
And another thing I hear is people get frustrated when they keep getting asked for the same thing over and over again, but you can't really help that, right? I mean,
that's a really good question,
yeah.
and we hear it all the time. And what ends up happening is here's a really great example, is we will ask somebody to document where a deposit came from.
Okay.
And we will say, we need a copy of the check. Well, then they will provide a print off from their bank account with a wire. Well, that's not exactly what the lender asked for. The lender asked for a copy of the check.
Okay.
So then we turn that in and try to make that work. And then the underwriter says, no, give me the copy of the check I originally asked for.
Right.
And so it seems like we're coming back and asking again, but it's oftentimes just a case of it's not exactly the document that we originally needed.
Okay, so for less stress, follow the exact rules of your lender.
Absolutely, absolutely, especially today.
Okay, good. Well, the burning question I get all the time, I'm sure you do as well, is what is mortgage insurance?
Well, mortgage insurance is an actual insurance policy that is taken out to protect the lender in case of a default of loan.
Okay.
And so it is on most loans that have less than 20% down when they're purchased. So for example, if a borrower is getting a traditional 95% conventional mortgage, that loan will have monthly mortgage insurance. That monthly mortgage insurance is going to vary depending upon the borrower's credit score, the down payment, and the type of loan.
Okay.
Okay. So borrowers oftentimes say, well, what can I do to avoid mortgage insurance? Well, obviously the number one is put a large amount of money down on your house.
Right.
That immediately avoids it, but most borrowers don't have 20%.
Right.
So are there other options? And the answer is yes. In some cases, we can do what is called a combo loan, where I do a first and a second mortgage to avoid mortgage insurance.
Okay.
Or you can sometimes buy out mortgage insurance with a one-time fee. Or there are some programs out there that have limited mortgage insurance depending upon the credit score and the type of loan and the borrower.
Right. Okay.
So there's options.
Okay. So when officially will it just drop off?
Okay. So let's say that you bought a house and you took out a 95% conventional loan.
Okay.
And you just are going to make your payments as is for the term of your loan, and you want to know when it's going to drop off. It will automatically drop off at 78% loan to value, not 80. You can request that it come off at 80, but it has to reach that point and you have to request it.
Okay.
So now let's say a borrower that you closed on a couple of years ago makes extra payments on their house, or they fix up the home and they say, my house is worth more now.
Right.
Can I remove the mortgage insurance? It's not a given.
Okay.
You have to make 24 on-time monthly payments and request that the mortgage insurance be dropped off by the lender. And then they will actually appraise the property and let you know if the value is there to drop it off.
Okay, so it sounds like pretty much if anybody has any questions about any of these topics we have covered today, they should just give you a call.
Absolutely.
What's your number?
My number is 622-0900.
Okay.
Area code 918-622-0900.
Okay, thanks, Howard.
Thank you.
Have a good day. Bye.
Bye.